everybody, and welcome to Day 4 of the Republican National Convention. I'm Elex Michaelson. We've decided to get outside and walk some of the streets of St. Paul. Behind us you see the Excel Center. We're on 7th Street in St. Paul where all the action is, and you can see right here on the street exactly the picture that John McCain probably doesn't want you to see, an ad by the Obama campaign linking him very closely to George W. Bush. His task for today and for the rest of the campaign is to make people forget about that picture and think about a new picture of John McCain, the maverick, the reformer, that some say that's why he picked Sarah Palin, to try to reinforce that. Can he do that tonight? We'll see. That's what today's all about. To Maharaja, we've found our way into the psychedelic part of St. Paul. You know, St. Paul is host of the Republican Convention, but it's about 90% Democrat. And so this room has actually been locked up to the public. The owner let us in here because they didn't want the Republicans to see all this stuff because they were afraid of how it would impact their business. But it's quite something. And down here we've got some pretty cool posters as well. Quite a place. Who would have known? Republican Convention. The stage has been extended for McCain. He generally likes to walk around like he's in the middle of a town hall meeting. Not sure if that's what he's going to be doing tonight. As they prepare to drop the balloons after McCain speaks tonight, there's still a few people who need convincing. We talked to him.
His track record showed that he leans a little bit more liberal than what most of us are, and he really needs to pinpoint what it is that really makes him conservative and why he voted liberal. A lot of people don't know necessarily why he voted the way. I think if he could explain that to some of us and show that he was really had the best for our country in mind, then it might win over people.
To say tonight to sell you.
He would have actually need to really realistically have made another choice in vice president for me to be totally into the idea. I mean, it's become very clear to me how conservative the values are.
Before we hear from McCain, we're hearing more about Sarah Palin through a video that they've produced the last few days, because we've only known about her for the last few days, giving delegates here talking points about her background.
Create new jobs. Cutting the second highest business tax rate in the world will help American companies compete. The administration will set a new standard for transparency and accountability.
The crowd has not been reacting anywhere close to the way they were for Governor Palin last night. Finishing up his speech on the POW themes, resonating the most with the crowd here. McCain has finished speaking and balloons have started to fall. It's party time here in St. Paul, Minnesota. McCain's speech did not get the reaction that Palin's speech got last night. Certainly the delegates were not nearly as enthused by what he had to say, including when he attacked his own Republican Party on some of their failures of the past, according to him. But he is getting a good reaction here. They respect him. The biggest reaction came when he talked about his POW service. That seemed to fire up the people here. Now people try to trek through these balloons.
Make sure you get my flag, my fingernail.
All right. What'd you think of the speech? What was your...
Oh my gosh, he is awesome. And he and Sarah are gonna rule. They're gonna do what we need them to do. Awesome.
Who are you more inspired by, Sarah or John?
You know, to be honest with you, I'm a woman. Sarah was rocking, but love John too. So I'm for them. In fact, I am going on a 2-month leave of absence to stand behind them, go for them, pull for them, and yeah, to make sure they get in office where they should be. So.
How do you think this compares to Barack Obama's speech last week?
Oh my gosh! Well, there's not a comparison. This is real. This is what people want to hear. This is real. You know, Barack was kind of the same old stuff that we've heard for the past 20 years. So this was real.
Governor Wilson, how do you think this speech will respond to people in Middle America that saw Barack Obama last week and are now comparing it with John McCain this week?
Well, I hope they're comparing it, because if they are comparing it, I think they'd have to say that what they saw tonight was someone who's been tested and who has not only responded, but responded remarkably. Soaring rhetoric is pleasing to the ear. It's no substitute for performance. It's no substitute for the kind of record of having been tested and passed the test you saw tonight.
You've been to a lot of conventions, been in politics a long time. Put this in context, this speech, this moment, as compared to what you've seen before.
It's a whole lot better than most I've seen. It's the kind of thing, the nearest thing to it that I can recall was the Reagan conventions.
As you can tell, they're rolling up the chairs, which means it's time for us to go. That's it for the Republican National Convention. Big speech tonight. We'll see what happens in the polls if McCain gets a bump. The next big challenge comes with the debates when Obama and McCain go face to face. But it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for clicking on us and for giving us a try. We hope to continue this at big events as we go forward. But for now, I'm Elex Michaelson. See you later.